feet tall, over 500 pounds, bigger than any man, more man-like than any gorilla. Some believe that the legend is an elaborate hoax. But could it all be one of the biggest cover-ups in history?
Thousands of people all over the globe have witnessed the Bigfoot phenomenon.
The U.S. government has quietly acknowledged the species exists. But why hasn't their declaration been more public? Tonight, the truth behind this inexplicable creature. Is he human, animal, or a brand new life form? Join us as we unseal the mystery behind Bigfoot.
Broadcasting live from the dark and cold dungeons deep beneath the KLAV studios in Las Vegas, Nevada. Prepare yourselves to be taken away into another dimension as we now have control over your thoughts, fears, and perspective of the unexplained world you dare not speak of. With your hosts, Lindsay Knight and Michael Knight. Ladies and gentlemen, we now open the gates to the paranormal and beyond.
Broadcasting live from the KLAV studios in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the Paranormal and Beyond. Throughout the millennia, the search for the elusive Bigfoot has been a never-ending battle between those who believe in such a creature and all those who are just simply skeptics to begin with. Whether you choose to ignore or continue to believe that Bigfoot is merely a legend, eyewitness accounts from all over the world is starting to tip the balance between folklore into reality. In a moment, we will be joined by a man who, on September 6, 2012, while on location filming the movie Monsters and Men near San Antonio, Texas, Rick Dyer will be joining us on the program to discuss his chance encounter where he have shot and killed the Bigfoot. So get ready, because straight ahead, Rick Dyer and his story of killing a Bigfoot is all coming up when we turn right here on the Talk of Las Vegas, KLAV 1230 AM.
Your ticket to the unknown is at KnightsParanormalResearchSociety.com. UFOs, ghosts, aliens, hauntings, mysterious places, and more can be found at KnightsParanormalResearchSociety.com. Knights with a K, ParanormalResearchSociety.com. Based out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Knights Paranormal Research Society is owned and operated by the renowned brother and sister team of Michael and Lindsay Knight. Seeing is believing. And at KnightsParanormalResearchSociety.com, you're going to believe.
Hi, this is Lindsay Knight, your host of the Paranormal and Beyond. Join us as we attend the True Paranormal Supernatural Summit in the Haunted Entertainment Awards at the Glen Tavern Inn in Santa Paula, California. This is your chance to rub shoulders with the best of the best in the paranormal community. There will be door prizes, celebrity guest speakers, paranormal investigations, and not to mention the coveted Haunted Entertainment Awards ceremony. So come on down, the True Paranormal Supernatural Summit in the Haunted Entertainment Awards at the Glen Tavern Inn in Santa Paula, California, and meet the entire cast of the Paranormal and Beyond. For more information and tickets, please visit supernaturalsummit.eventbrite.com. Again, that's supernaturalsummit.eventbrite.com. Hosted by Haunted Entertainment.
Join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 p.m. to midnight for the Paranormal and Beyond. Join host Michael Knight and Lindsay Knight as they investigate the unexplained and most controversial mysteries of the world. The Paranormal and Beyond, where the paranormal lives on and conspiracies exposed. The Paranormal and Beyond, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 p.m. to midnight. Brought to you by Knight's Paranormal Research Society.com.
Just because you've seen it in the news doesn't mean it's real.
So you're telling me you got physically attacked by a ghost?
Like, I can tell you right now, I believe in the paranormal more than I believe in our government.
There are so many mysteries out there that are still yet to be explained.
You folks have some of your facts wrong, and you just keep talking about generalities.
With all due respect, sir, you have not brought anything to the table to prove us wrong.
This is the Paranormal and Beyond, and it's your show. Call us at 731-1230. Here again, Michael Knight and Lindsay Knight.
Welcome back to another brand new edition of the Paranormal and Beyond. But first, be sure to check us out at Knight's Paranormal Research Society.com, where you can link up to all the past shows by simply clicking on that archive link above. That's Knight's Paranormal Research Society.com. Ever want to be an actor? Well, here's your chance, because by logging on to HollywoodBoundActingAcademy.com, you can get all the best and all the acting coaches in Las Vegas, and that all has to offer. Once again, that's HollywoodBoundActingAcademy.com. Special shout out to all those listening worldwide through the KLAV1230am.com website, and all those of you driving around the Vegas Valley listening to us on your stereos. I'm your host, Michael Knight. Joined alongside of me is your hostess, Lindsay Knight, along with Jessica Johns. You already heard her on the last show. And David Gleason of the last show, the EOG Sports Hour, which can be heard here from 10 to 11.
And Jessica did a very good job on tonight's show.
Thank you.
Okay, just want to point that out.
Yeah, she did a good job. Oh, anyways, I got the hiccups, by the way, and I'm trying to keep my composure. But we have Rick Dyer in the station. He's going to talk about shooting Bigfoot. But first, let's get into today's news.
Topping the news for the Paranormal and Beyond this Monday, December 9th, bringing you up to the minute news on all the strange and bizarre happenings around the globe. In Oklahoma City, in their zeal to tout their faith in the public square, conservatives in Oklahoma may have unwittingly opened the door to a wide range of religious groups, including Satanists who are seeking to put their own statue next to a Ten Commandments monument on the State House steps. The Republican-controlled legislator in the state known as the Buckle of the Bible Belt authorized the privately funded Ten Commandments monument in 2009, and it was placed on the Capitol grounds last year despite criticism from legal experts who questioned its constitutionality. The Oklahoma chapter of the American Civil Liberties Union has filed a lawsuit seeking its removal. But the New York-based Satanic Temple saw an opportunity and notified the state's Capital Preservation Commission that it wants to donate a monument and plans to submit one of several possible designs this month, said Lucian Greaves, a spokesman for the temple. We believe that all monuments should be in good taste and consistent with community standards, Greaves wrote in a letter to state officials. Our proposed monument, as an homage to the historic literary Satan, will certainly abide by these guidelines. Greaves said one potential design involves a pentagram, a satanic symbol, while another is meant to be an interactive display for children. He said he expects the monument, if approved by Oklahoma officials, would cost about $20,000. Reporting for the news for the Paranormal and Beyond, this is Lindsay Knight.
Think about that, all right? Putting a satanic monument next to something holy.
Well, that's where this world is coming to.
On religion, they discriminated on blacks back in the days. So when it comes to religion, who says you can't do that? So, picture yourself in the future like, look, kids, this is Jesus, and by the way, that's the devil right there.
But isn't that the whole separation of church and state kind of thing?
No, it depends. Apparently, this state's going to do it. So it's married. That's our world. It's just a conglomerate of hiccups that our new offspring is going to be like, that's cool. Anyways, let's get into our main topic, because our special guest, Master Tracker Rick Dyer is the only member of the Bigfoot community to wear this title. Dyer says that he will be well known for his significant contributions to the Bigfoot research for achieving the ultimate quest, securing proof of the existence of the mythic creature known as Bigfoot. On September 6, 2012, Rick himself shot and killed a Bigfoot near San Antonio, Texas, while on location filming the documentary Monsters and Men, which is now entitled Shooting Bigfoot, which had its first American release in New York on November 16th. Rick Dyer also states that he will be releasing this creature that we'll all know as Bigfoot to the world by late December on early January 2014. The Paranormal and Beyond would like to welcome to the program Rick Dyer.
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing, Rick? You've been following Facebook, so you know what's going on. All right. We got Rick Dyer here, okay?
Yeah, I know what's going on.
A lot of controversy back in the day, okay? And I know you're not going to disclose all that information we talked before the show, and it's very understanding. But here's the thing. A lot of people don't understand you. So, haters and all that. You've seen Facebook. It's about to get dirty.
Well, that's how the haters are. They're jealous because I am the best Bigfoot tracker in the world.
Well, let's go back to, when is it, 2008?
2008.
2008, and let's just do a brief summary of why people are haters.
Oh, no.
Bring it.
Oh, 2008 has nothing to do with why people are haters. People are haters because they have no girlfriend, no job. They love to hate. And when this body comes out, it's going to be, okay, he has a body, but now he's a murderer. It's always going to be something, and they're never going to give me credit for what I've achieved. And 2008, y'all don't know everything that was involved in 2008.
Was it a publicity stunt on your end?
And when?
Well, the Georgia
Absolutely not.
Well, let's do this before we say publicity stunt and what have you. Let's tell the public exactly, not everything, because I know you can't divulge exactly everything that happened. Let's tell people what occurred to get to this point.
Okay, a hoax did occur in 2008, but it did not start out that way in 2008. And I'm not going to go into that right now because right now I really have no credibility. And if I went into it now, then I would just look like a nutcase. So I'm going to wait to go into that when this body is out. And once the body is out, I'm going to have all kinds of credibility.
But you'll be surprised, even though you produce the body, you'll still get discredited because this is how society works. I've been talking about this a lot. But getting to know you, okay, being honest, all right, seeing all this jibber jabber, all negative stuff, yeah, myself was thinking, this guy is full of bananas. But I got to know you as a person. That's what a lot of people won't have the chance to do and really talk to you. And by hearing what you had to say, then, like I said in the intro, the balances did shift. And you're very honest, sincere, and out there. And I can tell by looking at you right now in the eye that you are very sincere in what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Well, we've had this, it's funny because before you came, because obviously we have, it changes when you actually meet the person versus, just hearing about them and reading about them on Facebook, Twitter, or all the things that are on Google or Yahoo about you.
Oh.
But when we come face to face with you and we actually have a conversation with you and talk to you and see you eye to eye, it does shift. But what I'm trying to get at is Mike and I had a conversation before we actually met you, and we're saying, okay, so this, first there was a Georgia hoax, and now for the second time, if he does not produce a Bigfoot, will this, will the credibility obviously tarnish him 100% and completely, but talking to you now has changed things somewhat. But I know you say you're going to bring out Bigfoot in January.
I'm going to bring out Bigfoot the later part of this month. I'm not going to bring out a DNA report, just a DNA. I'm not going to bring out a hair sample. I'm going to bring out Bigfoot, the whole body. And I have never asked one time for people to believe in me. Never, not one time. I just ask them to wait and see for themselves, because I definitely wouldn't believe if I was on the other side. Rick Dyer shot a Bigfoot? Yeah, right. I'm just asking you to wait.
Well, that's because of the history, and that's understandable. When we talk about, see, one thing here, the main focus of everything is credibility. Okay, us in the paranormal is getting a pretty bad name as it is because credibility is being questioned. Now, because of this 2008 thing and running down into the present day, and I know talking to you, you just laugh at it because you say you have the Bigfoot. There is nothing else you need to explain until it does come out. But I can't say because you just like stonewalled me. Talking to you, being, how do you feel about this? Because you summed it up.
I mean, well, if you're talking about credibility, and I will turn away. If you're talking about credibility, there's really no credibility in the Bigfoot world because the outside world compares Bigfoot to the Tooth Fairy. And if you tell a person from the outside world, I've got a Bigfoot, they're going to look at you like, okay, this guy needs to be in the hospital.
Well, not us, as like as paranormal investigators, that's awesome. That's awesome to us because, any proof of anything paranormal is woohoo on our part.
But see, let's just say, when you say paranormal, are you talking about like the cryptozoology or just? Yeah,
anything. There's proof. When there's proof that aliens exist, we're like, yeah, see, we're not as crazy as everybody thinks we are.
But it's cutthroat in the Bigfoot community.
Very,
very cutthroat.
So here's the thing, you have a lot of naysayers out there. I know you have a lot of haters. You have people out there who wants to shoot you and put you in a box. All right, just being real.
Oh yeah.
But this is coming out. Let's say, all right, I'm not doubting you. I'm not denying.
Of course.
But let's say this is a hoax again. You have no future.
You're absolutely right.
The fairy tale crying wolf 3 times. That's a fairy tale, but I think twice is enough. But
that thought can't even cross my mind
because you actually have the Bigfoot.
I actually have the Bigfoot body.
Jessica, please chime in because I can see your face at this moment.
Well, I grew up in Georgia, and I told y'all earlier, like when I was in college, and I remember hearing it.
Then you're supposed to be on my side.
Well, I remember. No, I know.
A traitor.
But I remember I was at, like I said in the last show, I went to Chattahoochee Tech, and I went to class, and I was like, y'all, they found Bigfoot here, and I was so excited, and I told everyone, and then out of nowhere it was just a hoax. And I remember it being an emotion, like a roller coaster of emotion. I said this when we talked to Cliff a couple weeks ago. It was like a roller coaster of emotion because I was so happy and excited one moment, and the next I was brought down, and I felt like a big idiot when I went to class the next day.
Well, guess what? I'm going to make that up.
Well, I know there's a lot of things that you cannot because of there's just some things that you cannot say until it actually does come out. But what can you give us that you can divulge on air at this moment? Besides, I know there's something that you do want to say later, but we're going to save that for the end result. But
okay.
Jessica, I know you have something to say.
Well, yeah. Okay. So, but you're expecting, once again, like scientists to come and do like tests and
it's already been done.
Oh, so
done. Autopsy's been done and it's been filmed.
Okay.
Who did the autopsy? Just out of curiosity.
I cannot disclose.
Can you generalize the type of expertise the guy had at least?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I am not in that thing. I'm just a redneck from Georgia.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm just asking questions that people are asking me to ask you. So
but I am sure that they're certified to do so.
Okay, fair enough.
So what can you give us right now besides what you're going to tell us later? I know, like I just said, there's things
what do you want?
Well, I know that the anticipation is killing a lot of people because they obviously want to know, what does it look like? Does it look like the Harry and the Hendersons? Does it look like a human? Does it look like an ape? The DNA, I know that you really can't divulge that, and you really don't know right now because, you don't have those tests back, or I don't know that, but that's the questions that people want to know, and I know we're saving that for later, but what can you tell us in any kind of inclination?
Juicy stuff.
Juicy stuff.
Well, I can tell you that every single test is back. And most of the tests was back really quickly. The autopsy has been done and has been filmed. And the body will be released this month, along with scientific proof from qualified people to do so. I can't come out and say, hey, y'all, here's a body. I have to have people to back me up. And I have that.
Well, Rick, let me ask you this question, and I don't know if you can give me the answer for this, but speaking for other people who are listening right now, they probably want to know, and we've already had this conversation, but what can you tell us as far as people are wondering what makes Rick the better tracker versus the other people who have actually tracked the Bigfoot?
That's easy, because I'm the only one who actually tracks. I'm not a TV tracker that goes to a hotel room every night. I am a real tracker that goes for 5 to 15 days out in the middle of the woods to track Bigfoot.
Like Bear Grylls?
Oh, well, Bear Grylls goes with the camera and the fake.
No, he got caught. He was trying to do this whole thing, and then the camera like panned over, and there's traffic going by a freeway.
I saw that.
So he got busted for that, but I understand what you're saying. All right, let's go back to that September. And, I mean, you're hanging ribs on everything. I don't see this on TV. They're not going to think that smart to do something like that. So let's go on your story on how this actually unfolded.
Okay, I have been filming a documentary with a filmmaker from the UK called Morgan Matthews since 2009, and he was following 5 or 6 different groups of people since 2009. And it was time that he called me and said, hey, we're going to film with you one more time. Let's go to San Antonio. So I said, okay, fine. So he flew to Vegas. He filmed me here, and then we got on an airplane. We flew to San Antonio, and then we started talking to people, because the previous time we filmed in San Antonio was, I believe, in 2011, and I'm the one who found the 911 caller, because before a couple of homeless people, a couple called 911 and reported a Bigfoot was dragging a deer carcass across the road. So what I did is I tracked down these Bigfoot people, the homeless guys that said, hey, there's a Bigfoot here. And I was the only one to do so. And I did it on film. And other Bigfoot hunters have tried, and I'm the one who found these. So we decided to go back there and try to find this Bigfoot. So when we got back there, I was talking to the homeless people, and every homeless person had a story. But nobody would listen to him because he was homeless. I listened to him. And I had to convince Morgan Matthews to go out in the middle of a homeless camp to camp. And I finally did. I nailed some ribs to a tree, and I woke up one morning and I saw Bigfoot eating the ribs. I picked up my cell phone and I filmed him.
That's the image that's on YouTube right now. And I've read that, and there's a lot of people who did not try to mimic that because they couldn't.
Exactly. They tried to copy that. They have said, I'm going to copy that. It's going to be this suit. And then they said, oh, no, it's this suit. And then they said, no, it's this suit. And they kept going on and going on. And then they just quit talking about it because they could not mimic this because it was real. If you wanted this suit, then you would go have to talk to God because God made the suit.
So that is the exact same Bigfoot you did shoot, end up shooting later on.
That is the exact same Bigfoot.
Oh, that's... Jessica?
Well, you know, Bigfoots are few. It wouldn't surprise me if it was the same one, because Bigfoots are, I'm guessing they're all over the world, but they're still few and far between. And like we said a couple weeks ago, they're, normally the hide and seek champions.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I had a question. Someone just tweeted me. What kind of weapon did you use to bring down Bigfoot?
30-06 model 710.
Was it just one shot?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
That's where it gets tricky.
Or you just started shooting?
That's where it gets tricky.
Well, Rick is looking at me because we had this. I asked him the same question earlier, and again,
if you want to save that to the end of the show,
we'll save that to the end of the show because there is something that he is going to bring up later on in the show. So, meanwhile, let's move on to other questions. Jessica has a question. She's raising her hand.
Raising my hand again like I did last hour. Why would you? Well, was your first instinct, shoot to kill? Because you could have. Why not have like a tranquilizer gun so you could actually study its behavior? Because we never get to see.
To be perfectly honest.
Or was it just kind of just an instinct to?
To be perfectly honest, before September 6th of 2012, I wasn't really in my mind expecting to see a Bigfoot.
Well,
okay, and
I'd put it in the zoo.
And if so,
I don't know. Why? I mean, because then you can study its behavior.
Well, what he's trying to say is that, mind you, there was the whole hoax incident, and he is tracking Bigfoot, but until he actually sees it, it's like...
The thing is here...
Exactly.
Do you really believe it?
When you're being confronted with something so out there that you are tracking and, all these people believe in UFOs. They can sit out there and say they do, and swear to their mama. But when they actually see one, there's a whole chemical reaction where they can't control because it's actually happening. So the first thing you do is act on what you can't explain. Some people see a ghost, they turn white and they can't move. A lot of people see a ghost and they run. It's very hard to tell what the human psyche will do when they're faced upon a situation.
Well, Jessica's asking she's asking the question though, is why did they bring guns versus bringing tranquilizer guns? But then, and I'm speaking for you because I understand what you're saying. Where you're saying, I don't really think I'm really going to see one, but I'm really tracking it. But do I really believe I'm going to actually confront one in the matter of days or months? Probably not.
Well, first of all, you're out there in the woods.
It's like looking for a unicorn.
If I had a tank,
not no more.
If I had a tank, I'd still be prepared. We talked to Cliff Bereckman. Okay, he's out there by himself. He doesn't have any kind of
He's out there by himself where?
He says in the woods, looking for Bigfoot in the darkness of cover. He has no protection. He doesn't carry a gun. Me, being out in Vegas, the Strip, I have to carry a gun. And we're talking about just Vegas on the Strip. But that's the whole thing. So, Lindsay, to answer your question, is that you are going to be prepared for something. You're not going to know how somebody's going to act upon a situation, especially something so grandiose as Bigfoot walking up and being like, hey, any more ribs?
And
that was my first question.
Right.
And the morning I filmed it, I couldn't shoot it. I grabbed the gun. I stepped out of the tent. Morgan Matthews stepped out of the tent. We were in awe, and we saw it walk away. He grabbed the ribs off the tree and walked away and looked at us. And I didn't shoot it, but I immediately went to Walmart and got some more ribs. I'll tell you that.
Did he look like Harry from Harry and the Hendersons?
He did not look like Harry from Harry and the Hendersons.
So do you, I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to have different opinions. Obviously, people are going to say, okay, well, Bigfoot is dead. However, he died. Bigfoot is dead. You're going to have those people are going to be like, my God, you killed the Bigfoot. I mean, that's a sad situation. But then you're going to have people like, oh my God.
It had to be done.
But it's not like, the Loch Ness monster. You know what I mean? That's a Bigfoot. Again, like Cliff said, there's Bigfoot like all over the world. And he told us that there was actually, Bigfoot sightings even in Georgia, in North Georgia, in those woods. You never know what's in there. You should know that too, right? Georgia's, heavily wooded. North Georgia mountains, scary place.
Yes, of course.
But yeah, no, but they're it's not, it is a Bigfoot and not the. You know what I mean?
All right, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, more with Rick Dyer and the Bigfoot his shot. But I really want to talk to him about, are you keeping this guy on ice? How you doing this? A lot of people out there want to know.
Yeah,
you don't,
most of the questions I'm
you
getting
don't
about
have
the
this guy
logistics
in
and
the basement.
practical
Intravenous
components of
IVs,
this.
like, just wait, When we come back here on the Paranormal and Beyond.
Let's hear your ghost stories at 731-1230. That's 731-1230. The Paranormal and Beyond continues after this. Join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 p.m. to midnight for the Paranormal and Beyond. Join host Michael Knight and Lindsay Knight as they investigate the unexplained and most controversial mysteries of the world. The Paranormal and Beyond, where the paranormal lives on and conspiracies exposed. The Paranormal and Beyond, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 p.m. to midnight. Brought to you by Knight's Paranormal Research Society.com.
Hi, this is Lindsay Knight, your host of the Paranormal and Beyond. Join us as we attend the True Paranormal Supernatural Summit and the Haunted Entertainment Awards at the Glen Tavern Inn in Santa Paula, California. This is your chance to rub shoulders with the best of the best in the paranormal community. There will be door prizes, celebrity guest speakers, paranormal investigations, and not to mention the coveted Haunted Entertainment Awards ceremony. So come on down, the True Paranormal Supernatural Summit and the Haunted Entertainment Awards at the Glen Tavern Inn in Santa Paula, California, and meet the entire cast of the Paranormal and Beyond. For more information and tickets, please visit supernaturalsummit.eventbrite.com. Again, that's supernaturalsummit.eventbrite.com. Hosted by Haunted Entertainment.
Your ticket to the unknown is at Knight's Paranormal Research Society.com. UFOs, ghosts, aliens, hauntings, mysterious places, and more can be found at Knight's Paranormal Research Society.com. Knights with a K, Paranormal Research Society.com. Based out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Knights Paranormal Research Society is owned and operated by the renowned brother and sister team of Michael and Lindsay Knight. Seeing is believing. And at Knight's Paranormal Research Society.com, you're going to believe.
You are now in the mix with the Paranormal Beyond, only on KLAV 1:30 a.m.
Welcome back to the Paranormal and Beyond. Join us at 731-1230. Here again, Lindsay and Michael.
All right, if you're just tuning in, we are talking with Rick Dyer about his shooting and killing of Bigfoot. But first, be sure to check us out at Knight's Paranormal Research Society.com. All right, let's get back into this. A lot of people want to know, are you keeping this guy on ice?
We was for quite a while, and then after the autopsy, they did what they had to do to it, and that's mount him.
Smelt him.
Mount.
Oh, okay. I thought I said smelt him.
Smells.
This guy's go.
How do you track down a taxidermist for this project? This
you
start dragging it into a shop, I assume.
Well, that's the part. All of your questions, I know nothing about.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I am not there with the investors, and I'm not paying the people who needs to be paid.
Sure.
And they actually tried to scoot me out, but I got a attorney, and I had the attorney send them a letter saying, because they were saying all kinds of stuff like they were giving me dates, and I was giving my followers dates, and then when those dates didn't come through, then who looked bad? And that's me. So I got an attorney, and now we got a firm date in writing. The Bigfoot specimen is. They want me to say specimen because potty sounds so bad. That's what they told me right now. But
that's what happens when you get lawyers involved.
The Bigfoot specimen went to a third party, and I had to pay for half, and they had to pay for half. But the third party was there, so I know in my mind that, hey, I'm going to get this at this time. So now the funding stopped after that. That was the big problem for me because the funding stopped. And we signed a contract, and after 13 months, because I get the body for 13 months, after the 13 months, I get a lump sum. But in that 13 months, I can do anything I want to do with the specimen, providing I don't break any of their terms.
Is this going to be presented on when it's presented to the world? Is it going to be presented on TV?
Absolutely.
Firsthand.
Absolutely. TV. I want to do a press conference immediately. I mean, as soon as I get it, so I can throw it in these people's face. Ha ha ha!
Let me ask you.
I am the best Bigfoot tracker in the world.
Let me ask you something. Bigfoot, Sasquatch, abominable snowman, which is what the terminology is that we know.
But you look cute when you're trying to.
I know, thanks. Do you have a specific name for it, for you?
Hank, right?
Hank, exactly.
Hank. Hank is going to be presented to the world.
How did you come up with the name Hank?
Well, one of my investors is named Hank, and that name just stuck.
He looks as ugly as you. The hate mail comes to me for that comment. Well, okay, here's the thing. A lot of you want to know, are you doing this for money? And we talked about this, and what I've heard, it doesn't make sense. You know, that you would be doing this for money because you don't need to do it for that reason.
Money is wonderful. Whoever said that money don't make you happy never had money.
Yeah.
I heard that in a movie once, and it was
Really?
It was the On the Line movie with Lance and Joey from NSYNC.
Obviously,
I had to
didn't
make,
see
but
that
I knew that's what he was saying, and I was like, oh. Anyway.
No, actually, I've had people tweet me a lot of questions about that, and and my response is honestly, I don't blame anyone for trying to monetize something like this. I do the same thing, and people might question the way you're going about it, or they would do things differently, but I don't think you can fault anything
I
for
think
this.
there's going to be the people who are going to say this is very inhumane. How dare you? How could you? There's obviously a reason why they were hiding, for the preservation for themselves. They're smart enough to do that. And how can you bring this to the forefront? And you shouldn't have never done this. But then you're going to have the other people that be like, oh my God, we found the Holy Grail. Life's going to change. Or is it?
Well, as far as hiding, I am the only real Bigfoot tracker out there, and I'm just going to say it to the world.
And
now,
you say it very boldly.
I know. I am the best and the only real Bigfoot tracker in the world. And the reason I say that because I'm the only one that gets out there and looks. I will guarantee you, once this comes out, more Bigfoot are going to be found because people are actually going to get out there and look.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true. A lot of people in this field. Let's take back the paranormal. What we do. You have a lot of people out there that look for ghosts, but they don't know what to look for. You're giving them close up hand. This is how he looks. And have you released pictures of what you caught?
I released a video that is #1 around the world. I have released more evidence of Bigfoot than anyone has ever in the existence of Bigfoot released. But they're jealous and they don't want Rick Dyer to do this. Rick Dyer.
Hello?
No, I'm just, I'm listening to what you're saying, and I'm in awe because you're so confident, and anybody would be like, "Oh my God, this guy is just full of baloney."
Well, here's the thing: to get down to the nitty gritty, okay? It's that. Remember, I asked you, or before you even came to the station, I said, David, Lindsay, Jessica, this guy would hang himself twice. What kind of person would do that? Because there was not going to be a third time, especially dealing in the Bigfoot community where everybody's out there with guns. This is not. So you have to have something substantial, because I can't see a person going out there and doing that. That's just no.
I have people in the Bigfoot community that has already saw this specimen, has already saw it.
But yet you have the haters who don't know anything.
The haters are going to hate. And let me tell you something now, haters, if you're listening out there in Bigfoot world, bring it on. Because more haters, you got me right here in this seat right now.
Rick, is this truly a new specimen? I mean, it's very old, I'm sure. It's been around for decades. But, I mean, to the human race, for something that's never been seen, is this something new? Is this really a truly new specimen?
Brand new specimen.
Anything off, let's say, the Darwinism theory, or this is something that we can attach to mythological legend that you're firsthand, so you know a lot more than we do. You've actually been up and smelt this thing. But is this humanoid in the way as a hominoid?
I am from Georgia, so I'm kind of slow, okay?
Sorry, Jessica.
She knows what I'm talking about, even though if she
not yet. Give it a minute. Okay, now she got it. Sorry, had to throw it.
No, quick. No. It's honestly, well, you guys know me. It's kind of true, but I was in Key West one time. I was 16, and we were all hanging out at the pool, and this one lady was talking to us, and my sister has she was born in Georgia, so she was born in Pennsylvania, but she's grew up so she has a really thick Southern accent. So these people were making fun of us for being from Georgia because they're like, oh, well, you guys speak slowly anyway, and just making fun of us for being slow.
This is a different conversation for a different time, but there are probably more great writers per capita from the South than any other part of the country.
It's funny because I'm reading a post.
Starting with William Faulkner on down.
I'm reading a post right now, and this is from someone, and this is on Facebook, saying, worth listening to, totally different than 2008. He is entertaining.
See how you're changing minds? Because these people, you're really good. I know you've been on a lot of radio shows, and all they want to do is attack you, because they want the ratings. They want to sound like, they're with the other 8 billion who think the same. We don't. We think differently, and that makes us special. Maybe remedial to a lot of people, but because we don't think like everybody else, and we see everything from all sides, and give this, any guest a chance to speak. And I know you've seen the Facebook, everybody's attacking you, and they're like, why do you even have him on? But yet getting to know Rick Dyer as a person, and looking at you in the eye, you are very genuine in what you say. Or maybe you're very good.
What acting school are you going to?
Well,
will they sponsor the show?
well, the thing is, y'all, I am here to prove the existence of Bigfoot. In fact, we are going on a Bigfoot tour with this body, and a lot of people that believes me and knows it for a fact, saying, why would you do that? Because I want to take it to every single person that I can take it to show them this is real. You have saw a Bigfoot. The people who cannot afford to travel from Georgia to here, I want to take it to them.
Is Fernbank Natural History Museum on that list of places?
I want to take it to where people can afford it. Even if I have to take it to flea markets, I want to take it where people can afford to see it. People can see it.
You've been to Fernbank, though, right?
I have not been to Fernbank.
I actually had my prom there, but they have that big dinosaur in the middle, and they have an IMAX theater for like all the natural, for like
in Callaway Gardens.
I was at
but
Callaway Gardens.
Fernbank. I mean, Fernbank's near Little Five where you really don't want to go,
Points,
but but that's a really cool place. I think you should try and take it there.
You know, Rick, people can speculate what the future can bring. Let's just say, this comes to the table, but could this be a desecration to this specimen, or the Bigfoot race itself? Because now everybody's people are tracking Bigfoot anyways, but they're gonna go out there with spears and what have you to go try to hunt this thing down and try to find a different avenue. Are they gonna kill it off?
You have humanity already doing that to ourselves.
Well, there you go. Okay,
so
no pun intended.
When it comes to humanity, we are just a lost cause. We are attacking each other. So when it's a different race, it's not understandable. So of course you would take that whole mentality and attack something. If even though it's not malevolent to you, because you don't understand it, you will attack it.
Well, and you don't understand it, and most people don't believe it. And like when I was trying to get sponsors for this tour, they would laugh at me. They would say, "You want us to sponsor you? Well, let's see the body first. Let's do this first." Well, we need stuff before that happens. So, but once people sees the body, all kinds of people will jump on this and sponsor us.
Do you think after you show the body, this will be the end of the Bigfoot phenomena in general?
It's going to just start.
You think everybody be out there hunting it down?
Because most people are like me. I never really truly 100% believed in Bigfoot until September 6, 2012, until I shot it. And when I shot it, my whole world changed, man. My whole world changed. I knew there was a Bigfoot then, and now I got redemption from 2008. I'm so happy. I just can't wait to this.
That's what a lot of people don't understand, When I had to sit here and weigh out, why would you do this a second time, until I started reading up more of that. You started getting interested after, 2008 on what happened, and then 2009, you started talking to a lot of people who witnessed this and really got you focused more into the Bigfoot tracking thing. And then now you can finally have a second chance at this to redeem yourself because you are out there. Crickets? Hello? Anybody?
Well, I am out there because I found now look, if people would actually look for Bigfoot, then we would have found them a long time ago. But I'm the only one who actually looked for Bigfoot, and I found it.
So so we're running out of time. Time flies. So we still got a couple minutes, but I want to know what it is that you want to tell the public.
I want to tell the public that September 6th of 2012 changed my life, and there was 3 shots fired, folks. 3 shots, not 2. And there was more than one Bigfoot there. I shot 2 Bigfoot, but I only killed 1. There's more Bigfoot in that area. And the story will unravel very, very soon. And y'all will know all the details because everything is caught on tape.
So you have a pay-per-view event to reveal the information. On your website, it's the 12th. Do you have a new date?
The new date is going to be January 5th, is going to be the pay-per-view and party here in Las Vegas. And we are going to reveal it to the world then. And I believe that we're going to have the press conference the same day. And it's going to be humongous. And you can find out all the latest information at BigfootToday.com or BigfootTracker.com, or you can like my Facebook at Rick Dyer Official at Facebook.com, I think it is, or / or something. I have no idea.
Rick, let me ask you this. That famous photograph or footage that was taken a long time ago.
1967?
Yes.
Fake. Fake.
Okay.
fake, 100% fake. You're 1967, but you're going to have a professional video camera out in the middle of the woods with horses, and just so happens you see a Bigfoot in 1967. That's too coincidental.
Okay, here's the question. What do you want to tell everybody out there in the Bigfoot community today?
I am the best tracker in the world. No one's better than me in tracking Bigfoot. So go home, cry to your mama, do whatever you have to do. But Rick Dyer is here, and Rick Dyer is here to stay. Team Tracker 100%. We love you.
So let's get back to teamtracker.com, right?
No. It is BigfootToday.com or BigfootTracker.com.
Well, I'm talking about is the Bigfoot Tracker like a team of people?
Yes, I have Andrew Clacy, Dale Boswell, Tim. I have so many people. In fact, a guy from Australia, my PR guy, Kim Little. Oh, my guy from Australia, Andrew Clacy, is coming down on the 17th to prepare for this from Australia, and another team tracker from Trinidad and Tobago is coming down on the 16th to prepare for this. So it's going to be big.
Well, it's
huge.
Very interesting. So that's BigfootToday.com.
BigfootToday.com.
And they can order the pay-per-view there.
They will be able to order the pay-per-view 2 or 3 days beforehand because people keeps messing up my PayPal account.
That's like pulling in the Titanic into dock of New York Harbor. I mean, a lot of people are interested and they want to see. You're basically gonna put Bigfoot to rest.
As far as this video goes that you have already on air, what is the video called, and how is it on YouTube, and what exactly is the link?
It's called the tent video. The tent video, and you can find it at my YouTube page. It's Rick Dyer or Into the Wild Expeditions. I have 2 YouTube pages. Yeah, and sponsors. We have wrapped vehicles. If y'all want to sponsor us or anything, just get a hold of us. And we'll put your logo or something on the side of the trailer because it's going to be seen all around the country and in Canada.
Where can they reach you? Same website, BigfootToday.com?
BigfootToday.com. Reach us there. We'll put your logo, and it's going to be huge. It's going to be on CNN. Everything. It's going to be worldwide news, brother. Worldwide news.
I bet.
Where can I get my ticket?
It's time to believe, folks. It is time to believe.
Well, that's the thing. I'm a believer in all that. You know, of course, you have that scrutiny because of the past. But redemption, redemption.
The past, if it wasn't for the past, I wouldn't be here right now. So I'm happy that happened in the past because I wouldn't be here, bro.
You want to be out there hunting.
Well, even if it wasn't Rick Dyer, if I was to sit here and say, hey, you know what? I have Bigfoot in my garage right now. People look at me like I'm crazy. There's no way. It's like me saying that I have the dragon in my garage.
Well, you are crazy, so.
Well, there you go.
And it's going to happen in Las Vegas, y'all.
All right, remember out there to check out Rick Dyer at BigfootToday.com and check out that video because this is going to be world-changing in the field of cryptozoology and put Bigfoot to rest, and then maybe we could pay attention to Loch Ness, but a lot of people don't like to go swimming, so that's not gonna happen. Remember out there to join us back here Wednesday. Am I correct? Wednesday's coming up. Well, Mike Barra from Ancient Aliens, History Channel, and all that is going to talk about ancient civilizations on Mars and how we came from there. Something interesting, but thank you, Rick.
It's Rick. I want to say hello to my wife and stuff and kids. I love y'all, and Las Vegas, get ready, baby.
Such a gentleman and a scholar. It's going to change the world. All right, everybody out there, stay safe and see you back here Wednesday. Take care.
Broadcasting live from the KLAV studios in Las Vegas, Nevada, this is the Paranormal and Beyond. Throughout the millennia, the search for the elusive Bigfoot has been a never-ending battle between those who believe in such a creature and all those who are just simply skeptics to begin with. Whether you choose to ignore or continue to believe that Bigfoot is merely a legend, eyewitness accounts from all over the world is starting to tip the balance between folklore into reality. In a moment, we will be joined by a man who, on September 6, 2012, while on location filming the movie Monsters and Men near San Antonio, Texas, Rick Dyer will be joining us on the program to discuss his chance encounter where he have shot and killed the Bigfoot. So get ready, because straight ahead, Rick Dyer and his story of killing a Bigfoot is all coming up when we turn right here on the Talk of Las Vegas, KLAV 1230 AM.
Your ticket to the unknown is at KnightsParanormalResearchSociety.com. UFOs, ghosts, aliens, hauntings, mysterious places, and more can be found at KnightsParanormalResearchSociety.com. Knights with a K, ParanormalResearchSociety.com. Based out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Knights Paranormal Research Society is owned and operated by the renowned brother and sister team of Michael and Lindsay Knight. Seeing is believing. And at KnightsParanormalResearchSociety.com, you're going to believe.
Feet tall, over 500 pounds, bigger than any man, more man-like than any gorilla. Some believe that the legend is an elaborate hoax. But could it all be one of the biggest cover-ups in history?
Thousands of people all over the globe have witnessed the Bigfoot phenomenon.
The U.S. government has quietly acknowledged the species exists. But why hasn't their declaration been more public? Tonight, the truth behind this inexplicable creature. Is he human, animal, or a brand new life form? Join us as we unseal the mystery behind Bigfoot.
Broadcasting live from the dark and cold dungeons deep beneath the KLAV studios in Las Vegas, Nevada. Prepare yourselves to be taken away into another dimension as we now have control over your thoughts, fears, and perspective of the unexplained world you dare not speak of. With your hosts, Lindsay Knight and Michael Knight. Ladies and gentlemen, we now open the gates to the paranormal and beyond. Here again, Michael Knight and Lindsay Knight.
Welcome back to another brand new edition of the Paranormal and Beyond. But first, be sure to check us out at KnightsParanormalResearchSociety.com, where you can link up to all the past shows by simply clicking on that archive link above. That's KnightsParanormalResearchSociety.com. Ever want to be an actor? Well, here's your chance, because by logging on to HollywoodBoundActingAcademy.com, you can get all the best and all the acting coaches in Las Vegas, and that all has to offer. Once again, that's HollywoodBoundActingAcademy.com. Special shout out to all those listening worldwide through the KLAV 1230 AM BigFoot.com website, and all those of you driving around the Vegas Valley listening to us on your stereos. I'm your host, Michael Knight. Joined alongside of me is your hostess, Lindsay Knight, along with Jessica Johns. You already heard her on the last show. And David Gleason of the last show, the EOG Sports Hour, which can be heard here from 10 to 11.
And Jessica did a very good job on tonight's show.
Thank you.
Okay, just want to point that out.
Yeah, she did a good job. Oh, anyways, I got the hiccups, by the way, and I'm trying to keep my composure. But we have Rick Dyer in the station. He's going to talk about shooting Bigfoot. But first, let's get into today's news.
Topping the news for the Paranormal and Beyond this Monday, December 9th, bringing you up to the minute news on all the strange and bizarre happenings around the globe. In Oklahoma City, in their zeal to tout their faith in the public square, conservatives in Oklahoma may have unwittingly opened the door to a wide range of religious groups, including Satanists who are seeking to put their own statue next to a Ten Commandments monument on the State House steps. The Republican-controlled legislator in the state known as the Buckle of the Bible Belt authorized the privately funded Ten Commandments. Hi, this is Lindsay Knight, your host of the Paranormal and Beyond. Join us as we attend the True Paranormal Supernatural Summit and the Haunted Entertainment Awards at the Glen Tavern Inn in Santa Paula, California. This is your chance to rub shoulders with the best of the best in the paranormal community. There will be door prizes, celebrity guest speakers, paranormal investigations, and not to mention the coveted Haunted Entertainment Awards ceremony. So come on down, the True Paranormal Supernatural Summit and the Haunted Entertainment Awards at the Glen Tavern Inn in Santa Paula, California, and meet the entire cast of the Paranormal and Beyond. For more information and tickets, please visit supernaturalsummit.eventbrite.com. Again, that's supernaturalsummit.eventbrite.com. Hosted by Haunted Entertainment.
Join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 p.m. to midnight for the Paranormal and Beyond. Join host Michael Knight and Lindsay Knight as they investigate the unexplained and most controversial mysteries of the world. The Paranormal and Beyond, where the paranormal lives on and conspiracies exposed. The Paranormal and Beyond, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 p.m. to midnight. Brought to you by Knight's Paranormal Research Society.com.
Just because you've seen it in the news doesn't mean it's real.
So you're telling me you got physically attacked by a ghost?
Like I can tell you right now, I believe in the paranormal more than I believe in our government.
There are so many mysteries out there that are still yet to be explained.
You folks have some of your facts wrong, and you just keep talking about generalities.
With all due respect, sir, you have not brought anything to the table to prove us wrong.
This is the Paranormal and Beyond, and it's your show. Call us at 731-1230.
Mammoth's Monument in 2009, and it was placed on the Capitol grounds last year despite criticism from legal experts who questioned its constitutionality. The Oklahoma chapter of the American Civil Liberties Union has filed a lawsuit seeking its removal. But the New York-based Satanic Temple saw an opportunity and notified the state's Capital Preservation Commission that it wants to donate a monument and plans to submit one of several possible designs this month, said Lucian Greaves, a spokesman for the temple. We believe that all monuments should be in good taste and consistent with community standards, Greaves wrote in a letter to state officials. Our proposed monument, as an homage to the historic literary Satan, will certainly abide by these guidelines. Greaves said one potential design involves a pentagram, a satanic symbol, while another is meant to be an interactive display for children. He said he expects the monument, if approved by Oklahoma officials, would cost about $20,000. Reporting for the news for the Paranormal and Beyond, this is Lindsay Knight.
Think about that, all right? Putting a satanic monument next to something holy.
Well, that's where this world is coming to.
On religion, you can. They discriminated on blacks back in the days. So when it comes to religion, who says you can't do that? So, picture yourself in the future like, look, kids, this is Jesus. And by the way, that's the devil right there.
But isn't that the whole separation of church and state kind of thing?
No, it depends. Apparently, this state's going to do it. So it's married. That's our world. It's just a conglomerate of hiccups that
our new offspring is going to be like, that's cool. Anyways, let's get into our main topic, because our special guest, Master Tracker Rick Dyer, is the only member of the Bigfoot community to wear this title. Dyer says that he will be well known for his significant contributions to the Bigfoot research for achieving the ultimate quest, securing proof of the existence of the myth